Get up, stand up for your right. Get up, stand up, don't give up the fight. What's up? How you guys doing out there? Just out here singing some Bob Marley to the trees. You know how it goes. Just enjoying nature. Blessed to wake up another day. Get to enjoy it. The sun's gonna bless us with another day. It's gonna be nice. But got a lot to get into today. But I'm gonna start it off by saying, talking a little bit about how much of an inspiration Bob Marley is. And a lot of people put Bob Marley in this box of just being like a stoner, whenever you really gotta listen to Bob Marley's music and how much he's just promoting love and promoting peace and promoting freedom. So, don't fall into that trap of putting people in the box that the mainstream media wants you to put them in. Just like they've tried to do with Bob and put him in that stoner box whenever he was preaching such deep stuff, So we're gonna get into the tip of the day for today. Tip of the day for today is speak the way you feel, or express the way you feel. Don't hold it back, pretty much. So who knows, after I get done with all this rant, I might say it differently at the end, but basically say what you feel. That's the tip of the day. Because I look at it like this. Well, we're all a part of this collective consciousness, okay? So we all have a unique perspective. You know what I'm saying? As far as consciousness, how does consciousness see? Well, it sees through all of us. It sees through my eyes, it sees through Portia's eyes, it sees through all of our eyes. So, we all have the same power of discernment, of seeing what's going on in the world, of seeing things that are happening. And I feel like it's kind of our responsibility to kind of say how we're seeing it and not just repeat how someone else said they were seeing it. And I feel like that's a trap a lot of people have fallen into these days. Is just they see what the news says, they see what scientists say or whatever, and it's like they give away their own power. They're like, well, how can I speak up? I don't have this title or that title or this title. And it's like, you got to give yourself permission to speak up, because someone's always going to have a reason why you can't do something. You're always going to be too old, you're always going to be too young, you're always going to be too poor, you're always going to be too rich, you're always going to be too something. So that's the reason why you got to just find that in yourself to say what you believe. And this one's kind of been weighing on me. I've been beating around the bush on this one for a while, but it's just like, I don't know if y'all feel it, but there's a lot going on in the world right now. Just as far as there's a lot of people waking up, a lot more people tuning into consciousness, but I also feel like more than ever, the system that has been in place is trying to, keep us all from realizing our true power and trying to keep us down in a way. So I just feel, called that I need to speak on this a little bit, even though, like I said, I've really been resisting it, because I was like, it's really not my place. I just own a CBD company, I own an HVAC company. Who am I to put everything out there how I'm seeing it? But at the same time, you gotta understand, my perspective is just as valid as somebody else's. Your perspective is just as valid as mine. We all have a valid perspective. That's why we need to speak what we feel and get this stuff out there, because I feel like it's so important right now, because it's almost like there's a movement to where if you say what you feel and it goes against the mainstream, you're considered dangerous, okay? And I'm just gonna go into it. All right, this is kind of how I see things are happening with all the virus stuff, with all the race stuff, the financial crisis that's coming and everything. I feel like we're being played, man, straight up. So I just have to say that I feel like there's elite powers that have been in place, they're starting to lose power, and they're doing whatever they can to kind of try to hold on to that. And I feel like basically the vision they have for us is they want us all on house arrest, and they want us to be tuned in virtual reality, They want us to be ordering everything online. They're sick of having us out in their world. We're starting to make them nervous. You know what I'm saying? So they're trying to figure out every way they can to, no, you sit at the house. And if you're not at the house, you're dangerous. You know what I'm saying? And if you do come out the house, make sure you're wearing a mask, make sure you're wearing a suit, make sure you're in fear. You know, I've been on a mission of following love and following my heart, and there's no place for fear in any of that. So, you know, I'm just out here saying my opinion of it. It might sound crazy, but let me just give you a few details of what's going on anyway. So, if you think the system is not rigged, I mean, I don't know where you've been at. I mean, look at the upcoming election. All right, how the heck is Joe Biden the guy running up against Trump? Wasn't he just the guy that was with the guy before that? And wasn't the guy before him, wasn't he the son of the other guy who was the other guy back in the day? Like, how far do we go back and realize that all these people are part of, you know what I'm saying, are all the same elite group? You know what I'm saying? Like, when have we ever had an average Joe have any power? We haven't. It's not possible. Like, think about that. It's so crazy. And I actually had an idea, and to me, I think it's brilliant. I mean, feel free to let me know what you think in the comments, but I think every election, we should have a spot on the ballot that says anybody but these people. Every time. Anybody but these people. Like, why would we not? And if more people pick anybody but these people than pick the candidates, it's a wash. And we have a month, 2 months, whatever, to get new people and redo it and have the same thing on there again. Anybody but these people. And just keep doing that until we get somebody we really want. Because it seems like every election, I don't even know who to vote for, because I'm like, it's all the same system. Nothing is changing. Like, your vote is not going to change the system. It's like, you know, pick this side or pick that side. They're both the same. They're both been oppressing us for a long time, and people are starting to wake up. So that's why now they're like, you know, make sure these people do this, make sure these people do that. And the bigger part of it is, you know, they're playing psychological games with us. Like, I really feel like we're involved in a psychological war right now, and a lot of people don't know it. I mean, think of like Smooth Criminal. So many people think, oh man, our freedoms aren't being taken. This isn't being taken. If it was, we would know it. You wouldn't, man. They're finessing us. I mean, look at it. Like, a lot of people, I mean, even go back to March when all this coronavirus stuff first started. It was like, flatten the curve. Stay in the house for just a month, just so that, you know, these people can get sick. And then after that, those people have been to the hospital. Then we'll have room for new people. So it's kind of like the flatten the curve. You know, I'm sure you haven't heard that one in a while, because that was when they were telling us to stay in the house for a month. Now it's been, what, 5 months? And they're still telling people to stay in the house. Now, the masks are mandatory when you go in stores and stuff. And then also, now, like, the masks that you can actually breathe in, like bandanas and stuff like that, now I'm seeing like Washington Post and New York Post and all these people coming out and saying, well, actually, those don't do anything. Those are worse than wearing nothing. And it's like, how far are we going to let this go? Just giving up our freedoms for safety. Like, it's getting crazy. So, you know, you got to understand, man, these people are smart. These people are smooth criminals, man. They know we outnumber them. They know if they blatantly were like, we're taking your freedom, everybody would be like, oh, no, you're not. And it would be a problem. That's why they're doing it subtle. And not only are they doing it subtle, with these psychological games, they're getting us to do it to each other. You know, and I'll give y'all a crazy example. Like, okay, I just quit my job after like 3.5 years, you know, 4 years of working the same place. And I had a company phone. So I didn't have my own phone. So when I recently left that job, I went to go get my own phone. And, you know, we went up to the Spectrum here in Lexington, Kentucky. And if you've ever been up there, every day it's like a line out the door. Before they even open, there's a line out the door. You know, people backed up waiting to get in there because they do everything in one spot. But anyways, so me and Portia go up there. Everybody's in line. Everybody's 6 foot apart. Everybody's got their masks on outside, in line, 6 feet apart. So we show up. I'm like, man, we're outside. You know, we're not wearing our masks. We got them ready for when we go in the store because we know we can't go in the store without them. But everyone's looking at us crazy, like, oh my God, these people don't have their mask on. Like, what they're doing is they're psychologically scaring you into policing other people, so that they don't even have to show up and be like, hey, wear your mask. You're gonna have somebody else who watch the news or who subscribe to whatever psychological games they're playing, who's gonna be like, oh my God, they're not following suit. They're not doing what we're all told to do. They're putting me at risk. They're spreading this stuff, like, but the way I see all that is like, you know, if I go into an establishment and I understand they have to ask you to wear a mask due to the health department and whatever, but if I'm outside and I'm not within 6 feet of anybody, I'm not wearing a mask, all right? And I really, you know, if you feel a type of way about that, question your programming. Question why you feel like that's such a bad thing, because last time I checked, we live in a free country. You know what I'm saying? Last time I checked, we live in a free country, and we have a right to a peaceful protest. If me not covering my face up, being 6 feet away from everybody, 6 feet, I didn't make up that number. That's the number the health people made up. So if I'm 6 feet from everybody, I'm outside in a public place, I have my right to the prana and the life energy just like everybody else. You know, that's my peaceful protest. So, you know, that's just my opinion. And you can take that how you want, and you can use that too, but it's like, if it's a free country, we have a right to peaceful protest. I have a right to breathe air. Like, it drives me crazy when, you know, it's like, I don't have a right to breathe air. Like, and if you want to know the importance of the air, I mean, look back on the video I made a few days ago about pranayama. I mean, that's what I'm saying. This stuff has been weighing on me. I've been kind of hinting at the details of it, but it's like, man, I just gotta come out and say it. Like, the system is trying to keep us down. And I know that sounds crazy to a lot of y'all, but think about this even. I don't care about being crazy. To me, when someone calls me crazy, I look at that as a compliment, because all that means is I don't fit in the box that you tried to put me in. You know, everybody's ego wants to put everybody in a box. And if you fall outside that box, you're crazy. And it's like, they're trying to put us all in a box, you know, mentally and physically. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to trap our body and trap our mind. And it's like, you know, y'all can't trap my mind. I'm out here breathing, getting in touch with nature, you know, meditating, listening to my inner being, telling me what's right, telling me what's wrong, moving in love, not in fear. So it's like, you know, I feel like, you know, whatever I feel, that's up to me to feel. I don't have to feel how you feel. You know, and that's why the tip of the day is, you know, say what you feel. Because I'm sure there's a lot of people, you probably feel funny about this stuff too, but there's probably people in your life or the news you watch or something that's making you feel like, I can't say anything about this. If I say something about this, I'm going to be outcasted. If I say something about this, my business is going to fail because people are going to look at me as being dangerous or this or that. But it's like, we got to let all that go, man. These are psychological games, you know, and they're trying to keep us in a state of fear. And it's so crazy to me because, you know, if y'all have kept up with, you know, our channel that we've been doing and my tips of the day, I've been talking about all this, like, subconscious programming and paradigms and just all these things. And it's like, everything I see that the government is doing is exactly what I'm talking about, but they're doing the opposite. Like, if you go back to the video I made where it's like, heal yourself with your thoughts. That's true. You can heal yourself with your thoughts. Guess what else you can do with your thoughts very easily? You can make yourself sick. So if you're watching the news all the time, like, you know, this and that, you're gonna make yourself sick. If you're thinking, I'm gonna get sick, if you're thinking, I'm gonna die, if you're thinking all these things, you're creating that reality. So why is the system putting that out there all the time? And then also, air. All this air, man, it's so good for you. Why are they trying to keep us from the air? They want you, when you step out the house, to be wearing a mask. Like, there's a billboard on Nicholasville Road. When I come from Lexington and go back to Nicholasville where we live, that has a big sign that says mask up, and it's got a picture of a mask on there. Everything you seen, you know, I heard the radio, and they were like, protect others, wear your mask. And that's where they get you. They try to be like, you're being selfish if you don't wear a mask. But, you know, these are all psychological games, man. They figured out how to turn us on each other. We gotta understand that we're all one. We're all one love. And we need to embrace when other people say the way that they feel and not, you know, demonize them as these people are crazy. Don't listen to them, man. These people are dangerous, whatever. It's like, it's all just games they're playing with us, man. And, you know, at the end of the day, like the great Bob Marley said, we got to get up. We got to stand up. We got to fight for our rights, you know, because I'm not going to get finessed out of my rights. That's why I do these tips of the day, because I feel like anybody that's listening to me is kind of like the opposite programming. Whatever they're trying to put on us, I'm trying to be like, question it. Question whatever they're trying to get you to believe, because a lot of the stuff they're trying to get us to believe is dangerous. So it's like, don't give in to all that. And, you know, we just got to come together in love and just, you know, be grateful every day. Like, live in that state of gratefulness, not in the state of fear, you know. And so many people think like look at what's going on. Like, if you're still in the house waiting for this stuff to be over, it's not gonna be over, man. What is new normal? What is new normal? If it's new, it's not normal. So why are they putting new normal? Because it's not going back. You get what I'm saying? It's like everybody's waiting for this, you know, this to end. But guess what? This is a domino. You can't wait for this domino to fall and it be over. It's hitting another domino and hitting another domino and hitting another domino. And I mean, I can even tell you what the next two dominoes are. The next one is a financial crisis, which you probably already feel it. You know, everybody's been feeling it because there's less jobs out here and all that. So it's going to go health, then financial, then after that, it's going to be the food. They're going to be like, we're low on food. And look, this is a public park right here. Why do we not have all types of veggies and stuff growing here? Like, I could grow enough veggies here just for me to eat, you know what I'm saying, for the whole year. So if we start filling up all these public lands with, you know, gardens and stuff like that, and everybody was eating vegetarian and, you know, was eating less and not eating, you know, to fill their emotions and all this other stuff, we could use public land to grow enough food for everybody. So why is there going to be a food shortage? Why is there financial shortage? Why is there all these things, man? It's just control. They're trying to control us. So, you know, if you want to get more into this stuff, I'll give you a great guy to watch that I like watching is Ralph Smart, you know. And he's got a thing he always says about all this. He says, we ain't having it, man. We ain't having it. And I love that, because that's it, man. Like, we have the power. You know, if we give all of our power away due to being afraid or all this, then that's what's going to happen. But we all need to get up and say, guess what? We ain't having it. Guess what? I'm breathing air. Guess what? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be out living. I'm not going to be sitting in the house waiting for this or that. I'm not satisfied with living a virtual reality life. I need to be out here in the real nature. So, you know I kind of ranted on y'all, but, you know, I had to get it out. So that's tip of the day. Say what you feel. And I encourage y'all to do the same. You know, whatever y'all feel about this, you agree, disagree, whatever, man. I embrace it all. Put it in the comments, okay? Love you guys, and have a great day.